Guys, it's Sly Techie here. Today we back with another video. If I sound a little weird, I am a little stuffy. But let's go ahead and get into the video. This is What If Goku Was Born with God Ki Part 2. I'm doing a collab with my friend Anime Blade. Part 1's on his channel. It's already been uploaded. I'll put it in the link down below. Let's go ahead and get started. So after Goku and Piccolo defeated Raditz and learned about the new Saiyan, more Saiyans coming to planet Earth, Hami decides to tell him about King Kai and the great training that they can get from King Kai. So they head up there. They head up to the lookout with Gohan. Kami says to Goku, "Are you ready? Are you ready to go to King Kai's planet?" Goku says yes, but before we leave, I need you to train Gohan for me. And Kami just nodded. So they go to King Yama. After a long negotiation, they were finally able to run Snake Way. They started running Snake Way. It took them 30 days to run Snake Way, unlike in the original series, a whole 6 months. They jumped to King Kai's planet, getting sucked down from the 10 times gravity. King Kai walks over to them, seeing them, asks them why are they there. Goku and Piccolo both say, "We need your training to defeat the Saiyans." And King Kai says, "I'll only train you if you tell me a joke." They tell him a very funny joke that makes him laugh his ass off. So they train for a whole year. After training for a whole year, their power levels are 30,000 and 25,000 respectively. With Goku at a Kaioken times 7 since he got here much earlier than the original series, so he's able to use it at much higher degrees, while Piccolo's at Kaioken times 9 since his body's more durable than Goku's. The humans are training instead of being the same power level that they were in the original series, because Gohan's here and his high potential and him going very fast makes the humans decide to train much harder than before. So their power levels are 3100 for Tien, Krillin 3040, Yamcha 2750, Yajirobe 2240, and Chaozu 1880. While Gohan's at a whopping 10,000. The Saiyans come to Earth, crashing down into a city, smoke coming off of their pods. Once the smoke has cleared, Nappa and Vegeta hop out. They look around, see everyone there, and then Nappa decides to blow up the city, killing everyone. The humans see and feel this this explosion getting sent. They start heading over to the sands, while Goku and Piccolo is heading back from Snake Way. So Gohan and the humans are right there in front of the sands. Nappa decides to send out the Cybermen. The Cybermen rushes at the humans, while the humans are easily able to defeat the Cybermen, beating them to a pulp, killing them all. Before Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin rush at Nappa, start whooping on him, sending him flying. He was able to stop himself from tumbling, but unknowingly he's got sent into Chaozu, which Chaozu paralyzes him. And then Tien starts charging a Kikoho / Tri-Beam. He's about to fully charge her before Nappa sees this. He gets worried and starts charging up all his power. He breaks through the paralyzation, turning around, blasting Chaozu, killing him while the smoke is clearing. Tien's about to fire the Kikoho before Nappa rushes at Tien, breaking his arm off. Gohan's enraged by this. He kicks Nappa in his face, almost breaking his neck, and he starts beating up on Nappa. While Tien's up at top, charging at Kikoho, ready to blast Nappa and kill him. But only this time, he puts in more power power in the Kiko. He tells Gohan to move out the way as as he hits Nappa with the Kiko, killing him, eradicating every single cell he had. The smoke clears while Tien falls out the sky. Gohan sees this. He goes to go catch Tien. He sees Tien, his lifeless body right in front of him, and it enrages him. He starts getting a fiery red aura, and he starts to transform into a Super Saiyan God enraged, and he rushes at Vegeta in a pure rage. Vegeta's worried, and he starts getting beat. Vegeta starts getting his ass whooped. Gohan punches Vegeta away, and he starts charging the blast, which he uses all his God Ki and puts it in the blast, and he fires at Vegeta. Vegeta notices this, able to barely dodge it, while the explosion engulfs him. Gohan seeing this, he thought he killed Vegeta. While he did not even dent Vegeta. Vegeta was barely able to dodge it, and now he's mad. So Gohan sees he has to hold Vegeta off until his dad and Piccolo gets there. So he gets into a fighting stance, ready to fight Vegeta. They fight for a while before Vegeta gut punches Gohan in the stomach, sending him flying up to the air, and he grabs him by his hair and starts beating his face into a pulp. Because around here we like hitting 4-year-old children. While Krillin, Yajirobe, and Yamcha rush at Vegeta, while Vegeta just bursts his aura, sending them all flying. While he grabs Gohan by the head, throwing him up in the air, and he's about to blast him before something catches him. And he sees this, and as soon as he feels a sharp pain in his gut, and he got sent tumbling back before he gets kneed in the face by Piccolo, getting sent him flying into a mountain. Piccolo and Goku's there, ready to fight Vegeta. Vegeta bursts out in mad, and he starts rushing at Goku. And he starts to try to hit Goku, but Goku dodges it on and starts whooping on Vegeta. Vegeta's angry at this point, so he doesn't care. He just creates a blood wave, throwing up in the air and saying, "Burst open and mix!" He transforms to the greater. Goku's a little concerned here, but then he smiles, saying this will be happy, going to Kaioken times 6, while Vegeta rushes at Goku. And Kaioken times 6, Goku's the same power level as Vegeta. So while in their fight, Goku decides to go into Kaioken times 7, whooping on Vegeta before he drops out since his body couldn't hold it for that long. And Vegeta rushes at Goku, beating him up, sending him flying, and jumping up to go grab him and starts squeezing the life out of him until he gets blasted in the eye by someone. It was Piccolo. The dust is settled while Piccolo goes into Kaioken times 9, while Goku gets back up and goes into Kaioken times 7. And they both rush in at Vegeta. Vegeta's getting whooped here. But then Piccolo, from all the harsh pain from Kaioken, even though his body can hold it, he still feels the pain. So he drops out of it because he can't take too much of it. And he gets sent flying into some rocks, leaving him unconscious. While Goku starts charging the Kamehameha, while Vegeta sees this, jumps into the air and starts charging a Galgun mouth beam. He fires it while Goku fires his Kamehameha at him. The both beams clash while Goku's is pushing his beam back before he drops out of Kaioken. His beam starts getting pushed back. Before he got engulfed, he thinks all hope is lost. Before he has a vision of Yamoshi. And he goes into Super Saiyan God, using every single last ounce of his power left, blasting Vegeta, burning his tail off. Goku's there. Smoke clears from his hands. Before he stands straight up, passing out. Krillin decides to get up. He sees Yajirobe's sword, picks it up, and starts to head over to Vegeta, saying, "All the horrible things you've done, you must die." He goes to go stab Vegeta before Goku says, "Stop, don't become like he is." Vegeta's holding his hands up on the ground. Krillin decides to oblige and follow Goku's word. He throws the sword down. Vegeta passes out. He wakes up in a hospital, looking to the side of him, seeing Goku and Piccolo. They ask, "Why are you there, Vegeta?" Vegeta stands up, barely able to stand. He's about to go throw a punch before Goku says, "I'd rather not you do that." So Vegeta starts explaining about the Emperor Frieza and he enslaved the Sans planet. After he heard about the Dragon Balls and he wants to use the Dragon Balls to wish for immortality and beat Frieza. Goku Goku says says, "I know there's Dragon Balls on the Earth, but I won't let you get immortality. You will beat him in another way." Before Vegeta scatter beeps on a counter, Frieza saying back, "Thank you for the information, Vegeta. I'm heading over to Namek to go get my wish." They're all they're all they're all worried. For Vegeta picks up the scatter, breaking it. All hope is lost before Kami contacts Goku, saying that there's a way for them to get to Namek. He was from Namek and he was sent down to Earth, so he has a spaceship. For Boom, so they get Bulma, asking Bulma to fix up his spaceship and add a gravity chamber to it. And while Vegeta lays back down, stands right up, he gets a sensu bean, eats it, getting a huge Zenkai to power level of 25,000. Dr. Briefs and while Boom and Dr. Briefs work on the gravity chamber in Kami's spaceship, even making it bigger. Goku and Gohan are training, trying to use their god forms in training. So they train for a whole hour straight before they start heading over to the ship. Going into it with a few sensu beans and start to train in the gravity chamber. They're all weakened from this, but they get a huge power boost. While Goku is at a power level of 3 million, Piccolo's at a Vegeta's at a power level of 1 million. Gohan's at a power level of 980,000, while Piccolo's at a power level of 950,000. Oh, while in Kaioken, Goku's at 60 million, while Piccolo and his Kaioken's at 19 million. So they head on to Namek, encountering Zarmon and Dodoria, attacking a small Namekian village, about to kill a child before they easily defeat him. They head over to the last Dragon Ball because Frieza had already collected all the other Dragon Balls. They get the Dragon Ball, but Gu asks all of them to come over here. Gu unlocks all their potential. While Goku's now at a new power level of 9 million. Gohan, he's the second strongest of the group at a power level of 3,920,000. While Vegeta's the third strongest at 3 million, while Piccolo's still the weakest, but he still has a high power level at 1 million, at 1.9 million. Frieza's enraged that Frieza's waiting for the Dragon Balls, but he's mad that he has to wait for his wish. He calls the Ginyu Force to fight them. For Vegeta steps up, killing Goku, Murder, Guro, and the rest of them, and Jace. Before Ginyu tries to swap bodies, before he kicks him up into the air, killing him. Frieza's enraged by this, so he quickly heads over to Vegeta. Vegeta's laughing maniacally, and Frieza rushes at Vegeta, going for a punch before Vegeta catches it. They both get into a stance before Vegeta catches his other fist. They start to fight when Vegeta starts beating up on Frieza. Frieza gets launched back before he goes into his final form without going into his second or third form. And he looks at Vegeta, and then he rushes at Vegeta, beating him up, beating him to a pulp. While Goku goes in, moving Vegeta out the way and starts fighting him, and Kaioken, and he starts whooping on Frieza. Where Frieza goes full power, starts whooping on Goku, sending him flying back, before he starts whooping on Piccolo and Gohan. He shoots two death beams between Vegeta and Piccolo, leaving them immobilized, while he picks up Gohan, blowing him up right in front of Goku. Goku's enraged by this, and he starts to transform into a Super Saiyan, and he yells, "Now you'll die, Frieza!" He rushes at, he looks at Frieza with menacing eyes before he rushes at Frieza, just beating up on Frieza, beating him everywhere. Before he knocks Frieza back, and he decides to finish this. He charges Kamehameha. He flickers to blue right quick, then back to Super Saiyan, to blue, then back to Super Saiyan, because he's also accidentally accessing God Ki during this. So he's flickering back between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue, before he fires the Kamehameha while still flickering, while Frieza goes full power, charging a death ball and launching it at Goku. Goku's Kamehameha hits the death ball, for he's easily able to overcome the death ball, having Frieza hold his Kamehameha back before he gets blasted, killing Frieza, erasing him, while smoke comes off of Goku's hands. Goku drops back down into base form, while Dende heals Vegeta and Piccolo. Well, Gohan and Chelter are revived using Purunga, and Tien's revived using Shinron. So they trained the whole way back since they used the last wish for Purunga to send everyone to Earth that was just recently revived. So they trained all the way back, and that's the end of the story. How'd you like it, guys? Part 3 would probably be up either on my channel or Anime Blade channel. Go check us both out. He's a great YouTuber. He started this much earlier than me, but I'll see you guys later. Like and subscribe. Peace.